Helpless is a song written by Neil Young. It was performed by Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, and still is regularly played by Neil Young. To play this song, it's going to be out of a D-shaped formation. I'm in standard tuning here. Let me preface by saying I'm basing this off of the 1971 Massey Hall version of the song. If you listen to that version, you can hear that he's tuned down somewhere between like a half step down and a full step down, maybe. Or actually, I think it's between a half step down and standard. Anyway, his tuning is not in a logically achievable tuning, really. It's just a little bit off of anything that's normal. So I'm just staying in standard tuning. The opening chord, the chords themselves are it's three chords over and over. A D major, an A major, and a G major. So if you just want to know the chords, and there's not a whole lot more to it than that, but just the simple chords are D to an A to a G. All right, the way that I'm making the D, I've got my first finger on the 3-string 2 fret, my ring finger on the 2-string 3 fret, and my second finger on the 1-string 2 fret, strumming from the open 4-string down. The A chord, whenever he's singing the verse, I think he probably plays the A chord by just moving with his first finger to bar strings 4, 3, and 2 with his first finger with an open 5-string. But it may make more sense to always make the A chord with 3 fingers, either your first, second, and ring finger, or your second, ring, and pinky finger across the second frets of strings 4, 3, and 2, because in the kind of instrumental strummed parts of the song, sometimes in this A, you can hear him lift and expose the second string open, and you get a feel like with that open B string ringing out. So in the verses and chorus, it's basically just a straight move from a D to an A, but in the instrumental in-betweens, a lot of times it's D to the A chord, open the second string, and then jump into the G chord. So for the G chord, you can play it however you want to. Sometimes it sounds to me like he may be playing it with the B string open, which I tend to play ring finger 6-string 3 fret, second finger 5-string 2 fret, open 4, open 3, open 2, and pinky finger pulled back to the 1-string 3 fret. But sometimes it sounds like the second string is being fretted on the 3rd fret as well. So that would be this version of a G chord with pinky on the 1-string 3 fret, ring finger on the 2-string 3 fret, open 3, open 4, first finger on the 5-string 2 fret, and then second finger on the 6-string 3 fret. So those are your chords. Some of the little nuance that you hear from time to time is that after this G chord, every now and then you can hear him go leading back up into the D chord. That would be an open 5-string, hammer on to the 5-string 2 fret with your first finger, hit the open 4-string, hammer on with your first finger to the 4-string 2 fret, so you've got, and then just open the 4-string up again and go into the D chord. Another little lick that you can hear happen sometimes is like something along those lines, something that after the G chord, or kind of during that space of the G chord, you can hear a slide on the 3rd string from the 3rd string 2nd fret to the 3rd string 4th fret, and then fretting either with I'm doing that with my ring finger, but I guess you could do it with your second finger or pinky if you wanted to. But after sliding from the 3rd string 2nd fret to 3rd string 4th fret, fretting on the 2nd string behind it, the 3rd fret, either with your first finger or your second finger, so that you've got 3-string 4th fret and 2-string 3 fret being played simultaneously, and kind of just alternating between those 2 strings. Sometimes it sounds like he then hammers on with some finger, I guess pinky finger, keeping this shape right there with your first and second finger, hammering on with pinky or ring to the 2-string 5 fret before going back into the D, like. for the strumming pattern, that's kind of what he's playing during the instrumental parts. Down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Something like that. And then the verse isn't too far off from that. Just down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So really a lot of it is just keeping that 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess those would be quarter notes maybe, or half notes, just kind of the down with interspersed down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, back and forth, interspersed throughout the chord progression. So those are the chords and the movements to Helpless by Neil Young. Hopefully that gives you an idea of how to approach the song.